Now, back to G.I. Joe.
Yo, Joe. Welcome back, true believers. Heroes for Hire Comic Club. Today we're reviewing G.I. Joe issue 10, A Nice Little Town Like Ours. I got the book here. Jeff's got the compendium somewhere. He doesn't have to show it though, but this is the issue. It is a newsstand. I don't think it really matters. To me, it don't. Anyway, I think it's a fetish. But anyway, as you see, it says, "Welcome to Springfield, a nice little town." Doesn't look like the homeowners, the HOA doesn't look like they're really very friendly, Jeff. You see, I don't know. It doesn't look like they're going to. Although this is another cover where it's kind of a half truth, right? Because they never creep in like this. This is not how they get into the town, but you'll find out in a minute. This is like the first time you see Springfield. We hear about it, and also we'll get to meet a young man who later turns out to be the son of a very important character. And also, this is the first appearance of Dr. Venom. So, Dr. Venom. He didn't last long. I think they replaced him with Dr. Mindbender later, but we'll get into it. I'm going to show the file cards of who are the main players for this one. First of all, for the G.I. Joe team, there's a few guys in this one, guys and gals, but the main players are no, not him. I'm sorry. Scarlet, Zap, Snake Eyes, and also Baroness makes an appearance along with Cobra Commander briefly, and as always, Commander Hawk. Clayton Abernathy shows up. There's a little bit of appearance by Breaker and Clutch, not for long, and Stalker, the first of it. And I think we see at one point we do see Zap, or no, I already said Zap. At some point we do see Grunt as well at the first of it. So anyway, Jeff, it's a long time since I read this one. I don't think I've read this book since 1983.
I'm right there with you. That's why this is fun for me.
But like, I don't know about you, but when I read it, I don't remember all of it, but there were certain pages that leapt to my memory. You know what I mean? Like I was like, oh, wait, I remember this part. Oh, I remember that part. It's like watching an old movie you haven't seen in like 20 years. You know, oh, man, I remember that.
Yep.
So anyway, as always, feel free to comment at any time. We'll bring it up here.
If I remember correct, G.I. Joe originally was supposed to be how many issues?
I can't remember.
6?
I don't think it'll last long, but it became so successful they just kept doing it.
Yeah, it was only supposed to be 6 issues or something. So we're rocking and rolling now.
I think Hasbro realized that, hey, this would be a good thing to keep going.
Yeah,
because we could introduce our new toys.
I think that probably had a whole lot to do with it.
And I'm sure Marvel saw the success of it and said, sure, we'll keep on doing it till the wheels fall off. And it did make it to 155 issues. So it made it till the end of the toy run. So,
yeah.
But they kind of drove the toy line in the ground in the 90s. But as we talked about with Destro, my spirit animal that night on Comic Conversations. But here it is, G.I. Joe issue 10. Man, I remember when they were 60 cents. And we got this nice looking, looks like a nice suburban neighborhood, except danger lurks behind the corners of false front. And you'll see a lot of false fronts in this this issue. Here we go. We got Stanley presents G.I. Joe, a real American hero, mission verification and neutralization of suspected Cobra stronghold in Midtown Manhattan. How many G.I. Joe comics Marvel comics start in Midtown Manhattan, Jeff?
I don't know, maybe 1 or 2.
Few. Personnel breakdown. Infiltration team, Snake Eyes, Scarlet, and Zap will secure all roof exits to prevent escape and or reinforcement of Cobra personnel. This whole rooftop is like a classroom diagram of defensive doublethink. Those obvious video cameras in the vents are fakes. They all have blind spots, and those blind spots are lousy with mines and booby traps. And you see the title, A Nice Little Town Like Ours. Scripter Larry Hama, who it looks like he's back writing. Mike Vosburg is the penciler. Chic Stone was the inker. Joe Rosen, the letterer. Christine, I can't read her name, but she's the colors. Denny O'Neill.
Little side note. Most people that are into comic books, they don't really appreciate to the depth of appreciation for letterers. If you don't know and you're a comic book collector, you enjoy the comic book medium, check out Joe Rosen. Just check him out. That's all I'll say.
And you know what else I like about this picture? Look at the great perspective of this building top in Midtown Manhattan. Doesn't it look great?
Yep.
This is Mike Vosburg. And we got, now we're on the rooftop. And Zap's like, not anymore. Your friendly neighborhood demolitions expert has deactivated all the Cobra ordnance and rigged her own MAS in all the safe zones. And MAS means mechanical ambush, usually a claymore mine with a tripwire detonator. And those are the mines that they're kind of square looking, they're kind of rectangle looking, and they're kind of curved. And it has the front of it says face front towards enemy.
Mm-hmm.
And you can get a tripwire to set it off or a safety thing to click it. You click it 3 times and it detonates. And they're pretty nasty pieces of kit because they have ball bearings in them, Jeff. They're very nasty.
Anti-personnel.
Yep. So Scarlett says, good job, Zap. Now all we have to do is sit tight until the assault teams flush out the bad guys. Remember, Zap, in 2 minutes. And it shows you here that this came out April 10th or April of 1983. I said 10th because it's an issue. We have to call down to Hawk on the radio for status report and security check. We got another note here. It says primary assault team Hawk, clutch, short fuse, flash, and rock and roll will cover the street level from the cover of an electrical maintenance truck and use the specially armored and reinforced vehicle to initiate a combat assault of the building. I forgot that rock and roll is
all those little things like that people just kind of take for granted.
Yeah,
that's Rosen right there.
Yeah, all those letters. I don't like it, Hawk. I got a bad feeling about this operation. Cut me some slack, Clutch. You have a bad feeling about every operation. So he goes, yeah, well, Mrs. Steinberg didn't raise her son to be careless. In the back of the van, Rock and Roll says, I sure don't envy the guys in that secondary assault team. They should be in position by now. Breaker, Stalker, and Grunt are due to break through into the basement from the sewer system in 5 minutes. Then we see those guys right here. All I can say is this stinks. Hey, where's the romantic in you? Remember that chase through the sewers of Paris and Les Miserables? Parisian sewers may be romantic, but New York sewers plain stink.
That's nasty.
Yeah. In the upper floor of the Cobra building, Baroness, there are the situation. Never forget the salutation. Never forget the salutation. Forgive me, Baroness. All hell, Cobra. Our sisters show intruders on the roof, street level, and basement. All hell. Splendid. We shall deal with first with the ones on the roof. That was my bad attempt at her accent. Yeah. After all, they did drop in on us so unexpectedly. The roof's collapsing. Snake Eyes, the rope. Yow. Funk. And here they go, fall down. He gets the rope on the arrow that she shot. Hang tight, Snake Eyes. I've got Zap. That's right. Hang on tight for your trip. Your trip isn't over yet. And he cuts the rope. The Cobra guys up there. No. Quickly remove their weapons before they recover from the fall. As you command, Baroness. Clang. Scarlet missed the radio check. The roof team's in trouble. Take us inside, Clutch. I'm going in the front door, Hawk, and I'm not knocking. Yeah. They just crash through. Kind of reminds me of the A-team or something.
Yeah.
Move out. Avoid the elevators and watch for tripwires on the stairs. If those Cobras done something to Scarlet, they got a world of hurt coming to them. That's their girl, In the basement, sheesh. You're supposed to wait till the rubble stops falling when you blow through a wall. No time. We've got an infiltration team ambushed on the roof, and we've got to double time up 20 flights of stairs to relieve them.
Oh,
that's going to be, they're going to be gassed. Meanwhile,
yep.
I don't get it, Scarlett. If this is just a cell, why do the walls curve towards the ceiling? Streamlining, like in a boat, or prepare for separation and conversion? Punch. Whoa, earthquake. No, we're rising. That's why the walls curve. We're inside an aircraft, and it's taking off. They're getting away, Hawk, and they're taking Scarlet, Snake Eyes, and Zap with them. What are we going to do? What can we do? It's a bad draw of the cards, boys. Those three are on their own. Uh-oh, that sucks for them.
Well, you got some comfort knowing that Snake Eyes is there, though.
In the Cobra aircraft, unfortunately, we don't have an in-flight movie for our passengers, but I'm sure we can provide them with some form of entertainment. Gas. They're knocking us out for the trip. Much later. Oh, ground stable. They must have moved us to a cell on land somewhere. And who's this kid they've got in here with us? And why is that melting like a candle? What happened to the bars? Oh, they're tripping. Look here, Scarlet tripping. She said, my hands turning into claws and bats. No, gargoyles.
No LSD.
Sure has been a lot easier to maintain security around here since Dr. Venom started drugging the prisoners with hallucinogenics. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. They're so busy staring at things that ain't even there that they don't have time to escape. Gargoyles. I just hope Dr. Venom never sees fit.
The weird thing though. So you can tell that the prisoners, the Joes, are tripping. Like, look at Scarlet; she's like saying gargoyles. But what's that little kid?
He's just chilling.
Why is the kid in there?
He's immune to it, I guess. I don't know. They gassed him before they got in there. It's probably why they're tripping. Okay. I just hope Dr. Venom never sees fit to mess with our water supply. Less than 5 miles away, they got Snake Eyes strapped to this machine. I shall endeavor to explain this procedure as simply as possible, Cobra Commander. The electrodes attached to Snake Eyes' head are recovering his brainwave reaction to the visual image on the TV monitor. In this case, it's an apple. And if you don't know, this is kind of a trope that shows up from time to time in the G.I. Joe comic. It's called the brainwave scanner. In fact, it shows up in the new G.I. Joe run by Joshua Williamson. The computer will continue to flash thousands of images and record their corresponding brainwave signature until it has amassed a personalized vocabulary of the subject's thinking patterns, reduced to digitalized. What do we gain from this, Dr. Venom? Also, we're getting ready to get a glimpse inside of Snake Eyes' mind and what some of his backstory. This is the first time, Jeff, we get a little glimpse of his backstory here in a minute. Yeah. Very soon, our image vocabulary will be complete. Then we can reverse the process. The computer will be able to read the subject's thoughts, enhance them, and project them as a visual image on the TV monitor. Uh-oh. By peering into the Snake Eyes memory, we shall be able to ascertain the exact location of G.I. Joe headquarters. I shall reserve judgment until I see results. You would be well advised to remember that your subject, Snake Eyes, is extremely dangerous in any condition. So he's right about that. I shall be in my bunker. Inform me when you have something positive, as you wish, Cobra Commander. Here's Scarlet still tripping balls. Back in Scarlet's the hallucinations grow worse. Anybody thirsty in there?
Who is that turned into a turtle?
Zap. The sun's down so hot, somebody help me. Turn me over. Turn you over? You'll feel a lot better after you've had some nice, cool water. And the boys like water. And some tasty stale bread, too. But the water's especially nice. Thirsty water, the sun, too hot water. No, don't drink it. Why?
Kid
The
knows.
batteries are in the water. But I'm so thirsty. Heat will make the water safe. The light bulb.
I don't know about that, but
That's not really, that wouldn't happen. Elsewhere, the water's safe now. Actually, the original dose of whatever drug they gave you should have worn off by now. That's why they slipped you more in the water cup. How did you figure that trick out with the light bulb? I remembered reading about how certain drugs lose their potency when exposed to heat. Maybe it was in a Scientific America. Anyway, I tried it and it worked. Listen, the guards
job,
relax here because they think everybody's zonked out. Once you completely recover, you can help me break out of here. I've been playing this for weeks, but I had to wait until they put somebody else in the cell with me. Hey, I like this kid. He's got some moxie. By the way, you come. Should we tell them who it is yet? We come to find out later. This is Billy. This is Cobra Commander's son. What do you think, Zap? I think the kid has got the only game in town, and he's run with it. No, but one thing I got to know first, kid. Where are we? Springfield. It used to be a nice little town. And when we talk about Springfield, we're not talking about Homer Simpson. You know, the Simpsons don't live here. And fascinating, utterly fascinating. You've had an extraordinary life, Mr. Snake Eyes. Well traveled to Berlin, Cuba, Cyprus, Chile, Laos, Cambodia. And what's this? The last helicopter out of Saigon? Let's return to the main issue. G.I. Joe headquarters, location, defenses, and entry codes. And then we also see that, so that's showing him that he was in Vietnam. He was the last helicopter out of Saigon.
Yep.
And now we see that his family got killed in a car wreck. Personal tragedy, Mr. Snake Eyes. You are groping desperately now. Soon you shall reveal what I want. Little does he know, Snake Eyes is doing this on purpose, by the way. Now we're getting somewhere. Is that the one they call Clutch? And he's driving the G.I. Joe vehicle known as the Vamp. The missile launcher, the Mobat tanks, yes, but where? This is an ordinary motor pool. You are a highly motivated and indoctrinated individual, Mr. Snake Eyes. But even you cannot conceal the truth from me forever. Meanwhile, meeting tonight. The anti-Cobra underground, of course. I'll be there. Where's the meeting? Where's the meeting? That place again? Oh, all right. What the fuck's he talking to?
I think he might be trying to throw off the guards.
And that kid in cell 6 is babbling about an anti-Cobra meeting. Take him out to Dr. Venom's lab for deep interrogation. Let's go, kid. We've heard your little speech over the hidden microphone. So come along nice and quiet. Yeah, wouldn't want to wake your pals. That's okay. We're getting up anyway. And Scarlet, she likes to kick people in the face, and this time it's no different. Yeah, why don't you stay for breakfast here? Here's the tray. Hey, what's going on in there? How long does it take to drag a kid out of a cell? And oh, there you are. Get him to Dr. Venom's right away. The good doctor is still working on the masked one. And don't forget to stop at the locker room and change into civvies before you go above ground. Phew. He's right. We have to find some civilian clothes for your Cobra uniforms are taboo in the streets of Springfield. I'm in a real hurry to get to Dr. Venom's place if that's where they've got Snake Eyes. Can you get a car? You'd have to hotwire one. No problem. You hurt yourself.
Cobra Commander's son. He can hotwire a car.
Yeah. You hurt yourself needlessly, Mr. Snake Eyes. You must of necessity use a more excruciating memory. Each time you wish to block out the images I wish to see, and there's a fleeting glimpse of the interior of G.I. Joe headquarters, a training area. How quickly you block the image with painful memories. Soon the pain and emotional torment will become totally unbearable. That's what you think, pal. Then you shall have your release by telling me what I want to know. I don't believe this whole town is a Cobra front. It looks so ordinary. That's the way it used to be around here. Real ordinary until the soap people came to town. Soap people? Yeah, it was one of those pyramid schemes. They got you to sell household cleaning products for extra money and encouraged you to get others involved. Wait a minute. Do you remember when we were kids, Jeff, people selling Amway products door to door?
Yep.
And getting other people involved in it?
Yeah,
So
I'd go to like other kids' house to hang out or something, and you'd see stuff like refrigerator magnets that hold stuff to the refrigerator. You'd see like like our goal, we're going gold this year. We're going diamond or whatever because they're
yeah.
trying to move up in the Amway food chain.
So yeah, so like they're basically saying Amway is a bunch of terrorists in this one.
Yeah.
Weekly sales meetings soon escalated into leadership, indoctrination, and pretty soon the ball was rolling beyond control. They were very convincing. They made it seem un-American not to want to get involved. Anybody who resisted was boycotted by the rest, and by that time the rest was the majority. Persistent resistors simply disappeared, and kids started turning in their parents. They started
Man.
building secret back rooms in all the buildings and lots of underground complexes.
So resistance disappearing, kids turning in their parents. That's reminiscent of Mao Zedong's China.
Yeah. Most of the big revolving signs have radar dishes built into them. The garages became depots for Cobra tanks. The pizza parlor is a storeroom for poison gas. Jesus. Pull in over there. That video parlor is Dr. Venom's headquarters. A door in the back of the arcade leads to Venom's lab in the basement. We'll just have to brazen it out and walk in. Well, this kid's got a good vocabulary, doesn't he?
Yeah.
No, you're going to stay put. This is a job for me and Scarlett. No way. Two grown-ups walking into that place are going to stick out like a sore thumb. I'm your only ticket inside. What can I say, kid? You haven't been wrong yet. And you go inside, look at this arcade. Are you telling me that every kid in this place is Cobra indoctrinated? Some of them are even junior officers. Let's just saunter through nice and easy, like you see Grand Prix,
Yeah.
Red Baron, Starfighter.
That's cool.
All these arcade games. Let's look at this big old thing.
Yeah, what's that? I never saw an arcade like that.
So they're already drawing attention. Hey, those adults, I've never seen them in town before, but I've seen that kid. He's a traitor.
Uh-oh.
Gun is swiveling towards us. It's just a game, a toy. Wrong. Nothing in here is a toy. In the basement. Yes. Now we're making real progress. You called me, Dr. Venom? Yes. I shall require your assistance for the final phases of this interrogation session. The subject is liable to become quite difficult. Excellent. His resistance is almost totally broken down. That is Colonel Hawk himself, the field commander of the G.I. Joe team, and an image that the subject has been repressing intensely. Dr. Venom, the subject's vital signs are fluctuating. Heartbeat and respiration become extremely erratic. He's nearly dead. Intolerable. We are so close to our goal. Cobra Commander will not be pleased. Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Security has been breached in the arcade. Bring your weapon and follow me. And so my students of the Hidden Way, we get a little glimpse into something that this is being hinted at, but now we get to show you that he's had ninja training, Jeff.
Yeah.
I shall impart to you the most well-kept secret technique handed down from ninja to ninja through countless generations, the way of the inner anvil, whereby you may still your breath and heartbeat to the semblance of death itself. So he knows how to slow his heart rate down by meditation because he's had ninja training. Ninjas were really popular in the 80s, so especially the early 80s. Zap them, Rollo, fry the outsiders. I'll get them. I ain't I the champ around this arcade? Yeah, that's a live laser gun, and it shoots at them. Split up, try to flank them. I needn't have bothered. The junior officers have this situation under control. Dr. Venom, they're just kids. Shouldn't we? They are Cobra junior officers. Besides, they must be allowed responsibility. Besides, our work is more important. Whoa, he's dead. All my work has been for naught. Help me unstrap the lout.
Oh, here it comes.
No, you don't want to do that. Well, we'll start on the girl next. As soon as our junior officers round them up, the three upstairs. Up. What? Black.
Saw that coming.
Boom. He just beats them down, son. Don't fuck with Snake Eyes. He's already look how long it took him to get out of that. All right. hey, don't say Cobra Commander didn't warn him, right? He warned him.
Yeah.
Zap. We're cornered. There's no way out. And here he comes. Crash. Snake Eyes. Another one, eh? Makes no difference. I can knock them out fast as I can knock down invaders. I guess he's talking about space invaders.
I don't think so, Rolo.
Punch. Trying to get the sound effects. Good shoot, Snake Eyes. You knocked out the electrical fuse box. Let's go. That laser can't work without any power. Stop them. They must not be allowed to escape. Go to the intersection and hang a sharp right. That'll put us on the road to the airfield. Roadblocks are up by now.
They
The only
steal
way
a
out is
Pinto?
up. Huh?
They stole a Pinto or station wagon?
Pinto. Airfield. How's about the highway out of town? She goes, roadblocks are up by now. The only way out is up. You're pretty good, kid. Come see me when you're 18 and we'll have a job for you. Minutes later at Springfield Municipal Airport. Wouldn't they clamp a security lid on the airport also? No. They always play it safe. Close off perimeters at the outskirts of town and sweep inwards. They don't want to alarm any casual travelers just passing through. Pull over by that hangar, Zap. Do you see what I see? It's the flying penthouse that brought us here. Well, now it can darn well take us out. Snake Eyes, subdue those Cobra creeps while I find some rope. That should hold them off. Let's get this Cobra pilot on board and point him towards home. Come on, kid. On the plane. Cobra could close this joint down any minute. No, I got you here so you can get away, but I have to stay. My family is here, hiding underground and working against Cobra. I got caught while scrounging for supplies. I've got to get back to them. Besides, this is my home. I just can't run away. Well, you know what I mean. Yeah, we know. Look, we'll come back with help for you as soon as possible. Just hang in there, huh? All right, Mr. Cobra pilot. Point this rig towards New York City and let's get moving. New York? You're joking. Do you have any idea where you are? You're in... Well, of course you don't know where you are. You were unconscious when you were flown in. Well, you ain't getting anything out of me. Snake Eyes, keep an eye on this creep. Me and Scarlet need a quick conference in the aft cabin. He's right. We have no idea where we are. And we're flying blind in a storm with an uncooperative pilot. Wait a minute. Don't these things have like... Never mind. All right. I thought they had like radar where you could figure out where you're at. Right. All right. We've got to fly to a place we're sure of. Any place could be another Cobra front. He's pulling out a gun he's got hidden in his helmet. Blam! Damn. And then Snake Eyes pulls out his gun and just, hey, this is what I talk about the G.I. Joe comics, Jeff. Even though we were kids, Snake Eyes had no play around. He ventilated that guy. Punch.
Yeah.
Zach, can you take over the controls? I know just about enough to keep us flying level. But we sure won't know where we're going or where we've been, for that matter. Not with a compass and navigation gear shot full of holes.
You tell me between all those soldiers, not a one of them got a compass on them.
I don't understand that. All we can do is follow the president's course and ride out the storm.
Better hope you're not heading out to sea.
Hours later, Hey, we're clear of the turbulence. There's open skies above us and a large city and seaport. Hang this crate out to the open sea and let's bail out. See that large open area with the parking lot? What? I see it too, Scarlett. Looks like a prime landing zone. What?
That's cool.
What's going on here? Did Marcia Rosenberg book you for this opening too without telling me? Opening of what? Look over there, Zap. Excellent. When Marvel puts on a show, they really go all out.
That's
See
awesome.
the grand opening at the Bayonne Mall. Then we got here shortly. It's a good thing that the Marvel booking agent was nice enough to loan us a bus fare back to Staten Island. Nice. She should have given us a bonus for sparking up the show. Next bus for Staten Island here, leaving here at, hey, no weirdos on my bus. And the next issue is called The Pipeline Ploy. Exciting battle action in the Alaskan wilderness.
All right. Yeah.
And
So we're still kind of on mostly one shot stories and a core group of players most of the time. But it'll start to branch out and pick up.
Yeah, it's already kind of doing it. Like we're getting kind of like the hit, like all the lore, like Springfield. Yes. Got some backstory about Snake Eyes.
Snake Eyes.
They don't really tell you that this is Cobra Commander's son, but I'm pretty sure that's Billy. So we got Dr. Venom in this one, although Dr. Venom doesn't last long, I don't think. He's kind of like a character like Quinn. He was always, people were like, oh, what's this Dr. Venom guy's kind of cool. But he kind of reminds you of another little trope from a Bond film, basically, though. You got a mad scientist that's got this thing that can read people's minds, very scientific, very sci-fi, very science fiction. I give it 2 thumbs up, but you know what? I'm going to say that about every issue.
Yeah, me too.
But next up is issue 11. I don't have it with me right now, but wait, we're getting more and more into it pretty soon. Before you know it, we'll be into what I call the meat and potatoes of this comic book run.
Yeah.
Which gets into the 20s and the 30s, and then we're going to be off and running. Going to be some exciting stories. Larry Hama really he knew how to write episodic comic books. I don't know if that's a term, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yep.
Right now it's straight one shots a lot. We've not really had any. We've not had any continuation at all. They've just been going on mission.
Yeah, the longest we've had, I think, is 2-parters. Didn't we have?
Yeah, we had 2-parters, 6 and 7. Yeah. That's right. So we've had one, but it was contained to 2 issues.
Yep.
But I don't know. I'm kind of excited for the future of this series we're doing, and it's going to last a long time. And you know what? Even when we get through 1 through 155, we can still do the yearbooks, the missions, and then we can get into the IDW stuff if we want to.
Yeah.
So this one could last forever. I don't. But that is all you need to know about G.I. Joe, Real American Hero issue 10. And you know what they say about that, Jeff?
Now I know.
And knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe!
All right. Well, see if we can get this do this the right way, like we were supposed to do last time. Until next time, true believers.
Yo, Joe.
G.I. Joe will return after these messages.